Hi everyone, and welcome back to CineView. For this episode, we'll be taking a look at Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. It is the fifth and final installment of the Indiana Jones film franchise. It is directed by Academy Award nominee James Mangold. He is also a screenwriter alongside David Cope and the Butterworth brothers, Jez and John Henry. Simon Emanuel is a producer, alongside the legendary Oscar-nominated Hollywood couple, Kathleen Kennedy and Frank Marshall. Academy Award-nominated Harrison Ford returns to reprise his role as Indiana Jones. In 1944, it's World War II, and Indy was captured by Nazis. Indy and his friend Basil Shaw, portrayed by Toby Jones, went to Germany to collect the lands of Longinus, but it turned out it was a fake. However, there was half a dial made by the legendary mathematician Archimedes. Having both halves mean that you would be able to travel back in time. Nazi Jürgen Böhler, portrayed by Mads Mikkelsen, had one half, but was taken by Indy, who escaped, saved his friend Baz, and they left the Nazis. But they knew that they couldn't keep it, so they had to hide it. 25 years later, it is 1969. Richard Nixon was sworn in as president. Charles Manson and his family are indicted for the Tate murders. Hundreds of thousands of people jam into Woodstock. And Neil Armstrong and his men reach the moon. Indiana Jones, now very old, is down on his luck and had just retired. He had lost his son Mutt in the Vietnam War, which made him go crazy, and it put an end to his marriage with Marion. Helena Shaw, portrayed by three-time Emmy Award winner Phoebe Waller-Bridge, visits Indy, and they've not seen each other for a long time. Helena was Indy's goddaughter, and she was trying to become a legendary archaeologist just like him, trying to follow in his footsteps. And she was trying to have access to the half-dial, trying to make her father proud, as Baz went crazy for the dial before he died. But when Indy and Helena get the half-dial from the archives, they are attacked by Jürgen's gang, and they take the half-dial, which means Indy and Helena go on an extraordinary adventure to get the second half of the dial before Jürgen and his gang does. Indy and Helena are joined by a Moroccan kid named Teddy Kumar, portrayed by Ethan Isidore. And we come to a point where the good guys and the bad guys reach the second half of the dial. So the full dial is in Jürgen's hands, and his plan was to use it to go back to 1939, assassinate Hitler, and become the leader of the Nazis. But there is one problem. That dial was rigged. No matter where you choose to go, it would go to Archimedes' time. While our heroes survived the war and chaos in Archimedes' time, the villains were killed. A wounded Indy got the chance to meet Archimedes in real life, and wanted to stay in that time for the rest of his life. But Helena wouldn't let him do that. She forced him back to 1969. Indy wakes up in his own home in 1969, and he got the chance to reunite and reconcile with his wife Marion, portrayed by Karen Allen. And they lived happily ever after. Critics and audiences alike say that this movie was meh, okay. But I disagree. I enjoyed this movie and its action. And Harrison Ford, even though he's 80, he still has it. It was a great film, and I highly recommend for you to see it. I'm giving it 9 stars out of 10. So that's my review on the Dial of Destiny. I hope you enjoyed it. My next review is going to be on Sound of Freedom. But until then, I'll see you later. I'll see you next time on CineView.